The Venipede line is another one of Gen 5's interesting iterations on the standard bug type. Venipede itself is fairly standard, using that familiar Pokemon stylization to make the features of centipedes and pillbugs less, terrifying by simplifying the shapes into appealing, rounded, and curved forms, smooth as plastic. On top of that, though, it also looks rather bullish, with a chunky upper body that looks muscular and tough, and that much smaller, low head at the ground. Compare and contrast this with Weedle and Caterpie, for example. We really get a sense of sturdiness from this creature, which is a little bit weird given how low its base HP is. But what I'm interested in is just how much of a contrast this is with how relatively fragile first stage bug Pokemon are usually designed to look. The really interesting subversion, though, comes with Whirlipede, because this is effectively the cocoon stage of your typical 3-stage bug type Pokemon. But rather than the cocoon being static, slow, and passive in anticipation of the true form evolving inside of it, this is a tire with spikes, which is rolling around looking like it will absolutely shred a motherfucker. It looks aggressive, mobile, and kind of lethal, which is very unusual for the cocoon stage of a bug Pokemon. All of this finally resolves into Scolipede, which again, rather than doing the typical worm to cocoon to flying bug type progression, is just Venipede, but now it's also a horse. It evolves into itself, rather than evolving into something that looks like an entirely different species. Scolipede, though, remains quite interesting in how soft it looks. All of its shape language is rounded, curvy, and voluminous, which is unusual for a Pokemon based on arthropods. There's some influence from slugs here in its belly and face and striped horns, and that bulk, again, makes it look tough and powerful, and given how tall it now is, it makes it genuinely kind of intimidating. Its permanently half-lidded eyes, which are consistent across all 3 stages, could be read alternatively as bored, disaffected, confident, or menacing, but no matter how you see it, what you get from it is a sense of personality. All of this in combination, the softness, the personality, and the real sense of power, probably goes a long way towards explaining the popularity of this line, because it is a striking thing and a genuinely unique take on the 3-stage bug type Pokemon. I honestly don't know how I would improve it, so yeah, I guess it gets an S.